That right there is class act and humility, everyone. So he's just about to finish up a 22,000 square foot build out, but it's nothing without his team. And what he said there was really, really key because a lot of entrepreneurs, you do everything by yourself until you can hire the team. And then oftentimes you micromanage them because they're not doing it exactly the way you would have done it. But you got to realize they're their own person. And as long as they're fitting your core values, they're helping you achieve the mission, it's okay for them to do it their way. And oftentimes their way might be better than yours. And you got to have the humility to accept that. So what he said there was hire great people, don't stand in their way, empower them, develop them, give them attaboys or attagirls, like encourage them. That's what he means by that. And really enable them to help you grow your overall vision and grow into that vision. We are nothing without our teams.
Right.
And the leader of those teams cannot have too big of an ego where it gets in the way of you achieving your vision, because it's not about you. At the end of the day, it's about everyone that you serve. As a leader, you're not the boss, you're the leader. And being the leader is an act of service, not a position of power.
Yeah, I think, something that I saw years ago was, a leader isn't somebody out front pulling everybody else along. A leader is somebody who's in the back, kind of pushing, from the back. And I think that resonated with me a long time ago of, I think my dad even said it at one time. He said, don't be the guy that had success standing on the mountain all by yourself. It'll be a lot more joy filled and a lot more fun if you have the whole team with you at the top of the mountain. So I think it's more of that encouragement push from behind versus dragging everybody along with you. And, again, you get satisfaction out of those guys. I talk a lot to my staff about, dead center of what we want to be and who we are. And if Brian Cool is writing the workout and, doing this, then that's dead center for us. But then we put guardrails around that as if we're on a road, and we give our trainers enough freedom to, bounce back and forth between the guardrails. Don't get outside the guardrails, don't go outside company policies and programming and the things that, we don't want to see, but stay within the guardrails, which is going to give you some creative freedom. And to your point, I've taken, recommendations and training methodologies and systems and things like that from the coaches that work for me, right? Because you kind of have to have an open mind and let them have a say in what we're doing. They have great minds too. And some of them might just not be, 30 years in the industry and have had, some of the experiences that I've had, but they're on their way. And so, you want to let them feel like they're not, in chains. And it's hard to give up, some of those freedoms to them if you see stuff that's not going well. But I think it's critical to champion forward your brand and, have those guys have interest in wanting to work really hard for the brand.
Yeah, we call that letting them dent the car without totaling the car.
That's
giving
right.
them a little bit of wiggle room to be able to make some mistakes and then course correct them as they dent the car, just like our dads would.